Shit.
Yeah, I need to get pulled in.
Dang it. I accidentally hit spacebar and stopped my recording, so I'm going to have to piece that together now. That sucks. Oh well. It won't take long. Okay. So let me get you guys in here. Fetch everybody. And if you can't move your characters, please let me know. Looks like everybody's able to move. Excellent. You guys, go ahead, give me some, was it perception rolls, I guess, would be the thing?
Perception.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, so this is how it's going to be. Okay.
Rolling low, huh? Oh, hell yeah.
I got a 3, bro. I'm not looking back.
You just gonna keep walking. An 18. So,
I got a nat 20.
hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
So you guys kind of stop and take a look. You both notice a little bit of movement within the tree canopy. Ismark kneels down and kind of touches his hands to the earth. Just kind of looking, trying to study and take in things. Something about, old hunting trips with his father and trying to enjoy what little bit of regal treatments that he was afforded as a kid. And he just stops in curiousness and wonder. And once he really focuses on the moving of the canopy of the trees, he just kind of turns, and him and Elion kind of usher everybody on. Like, we should keep moving. We're not safe here. And so with that, you guys move across the clearing, up the steps, and are now at the doorway of the old windmill. Who would like to be the first to go in?
Hell yeah, well.
Tell me, how do you go in?
Is the door open or closed?
It'd be closed currently. So do you knock? You just
Yeah, knock.
Okay. All right. Firm knock, 2 knocks, 3 knocks.
Good old,
All right, hell yeah. The secret knock, dude. That's the important part. You hear the scuffling of feet, and Ophalia opens the door. She doesn't quite open the door all the way. No. She pokes her head out. Okay, gotcha. She pokes her head through the crack of the door, and is like, "Oh, you're back. Did you find what we needed?"
Oh yes, I believe Travak has the herbs necessary.
Oh, excellent. And I don't, she like kind of looks past you. And she's like, I don't see her with you.
Who?
But what do you mean who? The eyeless girl. The pale one.
Thought when we left she was with them.
She was.
She was with you.
And she's like, no, when we came down, she was gone. We assumed her to be with you.
I'm pretty sure she was.
We're pretty sure we left her here with you.
Come on, then. We'll take a gander. And she steps off to the side of the door and invites the lot of you in. Do you enter?
Travak will. Trevok is actually going to proceed all the way over to the table to see if there's any leftover food.
Okay.
Because he did a lot of running for having little legs.
Got you. Does anybody want to take a look around? We're gonna answer some questions. What do we want to do?
I would like to take a look around the room just to see if anything's changed.
Okay. Yeah, feel free. Go ahead. Give me an investigate or a perception check, whichever's higher. I kind of hope that they like concatenate those.
11.
Okay. So you look around. The pallet is still made on the floor, but you can kind of see where they've been, trampling over it. Moving back and forth. There's a cauldron over here in the fire now, and while there's some sort of viscous material like boiling in there, there is a myriad of things just at random. There's like a pile of grass, there's some kind of skinned meat, there's a little bit of fur that's right next to it. There's like a pile of moss, like they call it old man's beard. I don't know how familiar you guys are with nature stuff, but we have a lot of it around here. It's basically like the old, like thick kind of curly light green moss that grows out of trees. And then let's see, other than that, with an 11, there's nothing really that you notice.
So was that just Irina that noticed that?
Currently, yeah. I mean, that would be just at glance. That's what the party would notice so far, unless someone wants to roll more.
Because you said like skin, meat, and fur.
Yeah, like they skinned they skinned like an animal. It looks kind of like a rabbit.
Okay. Not like somebody transformed and left bits of themselves about.
Not
interested in.
Currently, you wouldn't be able to know that with an 11.
I'll take a gander once we're kind of all inside and.
Okay. I think. Oh hell yeah. Hell yeah. You notice a couple things. Some of these pots over here have gone missing. They're not in their place. You don't see them anywhere down here. There's a distiller that's also missing. You notice the moss, like I mentioned, the old man's beard. You also see the pile of grass, which you find to be rather peculiar, because how the fuck would anyone have like mowed grass in their yard or in their house? You recognize it. It's like the same grass that was basically outside in the courtyard, which you've not seen in the courtyard of Helmshold, which you've seen little bits of, but not at this length. Like, this is something that seems like, even though it's freshly cut, they would have used a scythe to cut it. Like, this grass is cut relatively frequently, probably like every couple weeks, to be at this length. The other thing you notice is there's a quartered rabbit, rear quartered rabbit, and a foot that still has the fur on it over here. Most importantly, you notice the book sitting over here where Valkithra was last seen. And you distinctly remember such. Like, she curled up right here by the wood pile next to the fire to keep warm, and that's where you saw her last. And the book is there.
I'll walk over towards that area.
Okay.
Your book's still here where we last seen Valkithra.
Bella turns and looks at you for a moment, but not in the eye. She like looks at your feet and then looks back at what she's doing, and continues to do that. And she's like, we thought she was with you.
I'll walk up behind her. Like right over her shoulder at what she's doing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna watch and observe.
She's holding like a kitchen knife, probably 8 inches. A wooden handle, looks splintered. You can tell even from the little bits of it that you see. Like, this knife is old. It's not very rusty, but it also doesn't look like she has to put a whole lot of pressure in on, cutting the bone away. So this is obviously probably a pretty sharp knife, even if it is old. And again, she doesn't look at you. She doesn't really regard you. And she just simply states, well, if she's not with you, we don't know where she is. Perhaps we don't need to make this. How about a stew instead?
Well, of course we need to make it. Like, we're expecting her to come back or find her or something.
Does she disappear often?
She is a bit mysterious.
Hmm. She says, very well. Unless Morgantha tells me something different, we'll make it and send you with it.
Very well.
I don't remember what token I use. I feel like I had doubled up on tokens for Morgantha because I didn't have an old lady.
Can I, Elion's been standing over her shoulder for a bit, kind of studying her maybe her posture a bit, facial expressions while she's talking.
Mm-hmm.
And throw an insight check out to see how, maybe nervous or anxious she may be seen
Sure.
right now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Maybe even if she's possibly lying. Oh, that's not very good. It's a 12.
Okay, yeah, give me a second. I'm still trying to find a suitable token for a 12. Oh, yeah. Damn, dude. Alright, we're just gonna double up tokens. Double up tokens. Alright. With a 12, she would exhale frustratedly, as if she didn't really like you being in her space. But you also recognize, like, she won't look you in the eye. She won't look at you. She won't really look over at you. And after a moment, or rather a very long moment, she just starts explaining to you what she's doing. She's like, you have to get the tendons out of this rabbit's foot. This is what they say is really what brings the luck and good fortune. But I'll need that mortar and pestle over there on the shelf. Will you go and grab it for me?
Yeah.
And so she points you, like, over here. You can see the little bowl right there on the bottom shelf.
Yeah.
Yeah. She turns then, so she skins out a couple of the ligaments. She throws those in there. She takes the grass, sets down the rusty knife, reaches up. It's underneath this platter right here. There's like a fucking cleaver. Like, the blade is kind of hidden in between the apple dish and the silver plate here, and the blade of which is underneath. She reaches over, and pulls it out from underneath that platter. And, in typical Hollywood fashion, it has the swing as she does it. she starts chopping up the grass and then running it across. She reaches down, actually. She grabs a pillowcase, pulls the pillow out of it, sets it on top of the pillowcase, takes a little bit of water, runs it around, starts wringing it out, trying to get the green color out. And she's like putting it into that bowl that you brought. Then she turns around, she chops the moss, does the same thing with that, and puts it in. Then the whole time she's explaining it to you, like, this is why. It's like, you have to chop the grass, you get the green color out of it, sort of like a dye, and then you put it in with the tendons, and it causes them to stretch and elongate. It makes them render, unlike what tendons would normally do, where they wouldn't render, they would just burn and shrink. But with this, we're able to get them to melt down, and then your friend can drink this. And she, like I said, she does the same shit with the moss, with the old man's beard.
Yeah, Aeon just kind of nods. Just kind of studying it, paying attention. Studious, you know, so he's kind of interested in something like this.
After a short while, you guys hear they are heavy yet light footsteps, if that makes any sense. Like, so Morgantha would be well fed, to say the least, which the three of them all are, which is rather unusual for this part of the country, for lack of a better term. But she is frail. You know, there's definitely not a lot to her that you could see underneath, like, the robes. So as she kind of steps down, it's obvious that she's kind of letting herself down, but there's not a whole lot to let down. It's not like there's like heavy ominous thuds coming down. So she comes down, she looks among the three of you, and she specifically states, "So your friend's gone." And then with that, Ophalia turns away from the fire and she says, "Yes, she's not with them." Morgantha simply shakes her head and says, "Don't try to play games with them. They won't believe you, and they will assume we had something to do with it. She is gone."
So what was that?
Your friend is gone. We have no idea where she went. She was here. We went upstairs for something. When we returned, she was gone.
An insight check her.
Okay, go ahead.
Fuck. That's a 15.
Seems like she's shooting to you straight.
Yeah.
Ophalia, over by the fire, is just like, "Whatever do you mean? I don't understand." And Morgantha then cuts her off again. "Look, girl, they're not idiots. They know that she is gone. I don't know what games their friend or them are trying to play, but perhaps we fulfill our end of the bargain, and then they need to go." And with that, Bella turns just her head. Oh shit, she's on the table. Bella turns just her head and is like, "But by the time this is done, it will be nearly dark." Morgantha simply shakes her head and states, "They can't stay here. They must go." And with that, Morgantha just comes over here to help her finish preparing, just kind of looks over her a moment. And then she goes and not necessarily pushes her way past Trevog, but doesn't really regard that he's there, and comes over and looks at the fire.
Well,
She,
excuse you.
She looks at Ophalia for a moment. She says, "You've gotten the ember bed far too hot." And she takes a log and just starts kind of like pushing it around a little bit. So you'll burn it, the salve. And then that girl will never see again. And so she starts pushing everything back out, rebuilding a bed of coals, and then pulls out a bellows and is like trying to fan that portion of it to get it to the right temperature. Does anyone have any interjection in any of this?
I mean, I'm happy to let them kind of brew our potions first before interjecting, I suppose.
Okay. Thand, what are you doing during all this?
Thand ain't no doctor. I mean, just standing there, I guess. Yeah,
Okay.
what the proper potion making procedure is.
Okay. Elion, you were kind of staring your mom down. What, are you continuing to do that? Are you trying to just kind of watch what it is she's doing? Are you keeping a close eye on him, I'm assuming?
Yeah, no, he's been, ever since she started explaining how she was making it, he's been trying to understand how to make it.
Gotcha. Okay. Irina.
Watching her work, more or less.
Okay. Irina, what are you doing?
Just kind of sitting back and observing everything that's going on.
Okay. Ismark?
Again, I definitely have interjections to make, but I do not want them to refuse to brew these potions for her before doing so.
Okay.
And
Trayvok.
I'm worried that may happen.
Trayvok,
What's up?
what are you doing currently? Like, what's the MO?
I don't know. Like, Trayvok is not sure what to do. Like, he would just wants to find Valkithra at this point. Like,
Okay.
but
So the only known thing that's left is the book. It's right here. You want to grab it?
oh yeah, I mean, if I see a book there,
Okay. Well, that's like
is that Valkithra's book?
that's the
bad
book. Yeah, that's the one she was reading when she lost her eyes.
Oh, the bad one.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, I guess I'll. Let me phrase it this way, DM. I will
Mhm.
attempt to pick up the book
Okay.
cautiously.
Yeah, you
To
pick it
see
up.
Okay. All right. I pick up the book then. Want to make sure we don't leave this behind.
Morgantha looks back at you and non-threateningly states, "Perhaps it's best you do. Your friend learned a difficult but valuable lesson by reading its contents."
Yeah, to be fair, Trevor, I'm pretty sure that's their book, not ours to begin with.
She tacks on to that by saying it tends to find its way back.
Hmm.
Bella turns. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. I'm
ahead.
not sure what the book is for, to be honest. Trayvok hasn't been paying attention to any of this shit.
Gotcha.
So he's
So-
just like, this is Valkithra's book. This is the one she's been reading. And then they're like, oh, no, it's not. That's technically our book. And it just seems to find its way back. Oh, well, then I guess you won't mind us
It's
taking it. It'll make its way back eventually.
So,
You'll
well,
leave, right?
I'll do a quick rewind because this would have happened like hours, you know what I mean? Like 24 or less since then. It's just been a while because we've had to push and, you know, the things, life. That book is a book to the dark powers. It explained a lot of the origin of Barovia and why it exists. It showed that it claimed that there was a woman there that Strahd had loved who looked exactly like Irina, wearing a dress that Irina has seen. It threw itself over the overlook. And it also referred to the woman as Tatiana, which this is like way back. Brett and Hunter, when you guys had your individual sessions in the castle, you saw a picture. I can't remember if it was in the blood realm or if it was in the normal realm that looked exactly like Irina. And there was a nameplate underneath of it that said Tatiana on it. So that was about as far as Valkithra got. It was basically like once she turned to chapter, 6, like how to summon shit that you can't unsummon. That was basically like her eyes went out. And that's satirical when I say that. It's not actually the chapter, but it was essentially like once she got into the meat of the shit, that was really a portion of like what makes this book powerful and evil at the same time. That's when she lost her eyes. So there's your recap. That's what has happened. Do with that as you may.
Does it maybe help us get out of here?
It may. It was also written in a language that none of you currently read. It's very similar to, so Hunter and Kaylee both noticed symbols that would be in that book around this windmill. Hunter, I think, may have seen the actual book itself. Irina noticed on some of these jars the labeling, and then also within these books are also like very primitive yet very ominous like symbols on each one, and like not just one or two, there'd be like a line of them. They're very sharply written. Almost they would resemble, had they not been written in ink, it almost looks like something would have scratched them into it as far as the shape goes. Like think of etching into stone. It's very sharp lines. Like it goes one fucking direction and that's it. And then they turn and it goes into another. There's no curves, nothing. It's very, very sharp, very different text than what you would be used to seeing anywhere, here or back at home.
Okay.
So do you pick the book up? Do you leave it?
I mean, I don't know. Yeah. I'm gonna pick up the book. I'm taking the book. I'm taking the book.
You are you putting it in your pack, or are you just taking it in your hand?
I am going to make room for it in my pack.
Okay. You when you go to put it in your pack, when you pull your hand out, there's a long strand of raven black hair stuck to your hand. You realize it's a piece of Valkithra's hair. They
On the book?
On the book. Like it was like in the pages sticking out of it, basically.
Okay. I'm gonna flip to that page. Is that like a bookmark?
It would flip you to the last page she looked at.
Okay.
There is a large bonfire on the page.
Bonfire.
And in the smoke is a skull-like, like a fleshless face. And then around the bonfire are a bunch of demons dancing. Or rather devils, I guess, for lore purposes. There's text around that, but again, it's the same symbols that I just described earlier. There's there's tons of symbols. They're very small in comparison to the picture, and they go around it, so to speak. You know, you see what I'm saying? Like, so the top part of it, it looks like the state of Minnesota, if that makes any sense. It's a perfect description. That's pretty much what you notice through all of that. But you are incapable of reading or even invoking anything from this page because you don't speak whatever language that it's written in. As a reminder, when Valkithra's eyes were gone, she cast Comprehend Languages, which allows her to read, and I think it's read and speak, or read, write, and speak any language of her choosing for like 10 minutes or whatever, something like that. So yeah, that's it. That's what you notice on the page. Do you flip forward or backwards? Do you just put the book away?
My curiosity is solved. I close it. I keep the hair in place, close it, and now put the book back in the bag.
Okay. Alrighty. Okay. So does anybody do anything before they finish this? Is there any conversations we want to have? Did anything come up? Like, what are we doing here?
I'm studying them.
Okay.
How do I add a book to my inventory book?
So, Elion, you watch her as she continues to strain all of these things out. She turns to Trayvok and she says, I need the flower and the mushroom. If we're to do this, I'll need these now. She hands you the knife, Elion, not the cleaver, the kitchen knife. And she tells you, she takes one of the mushrooms, she hands you the other one. She says, we have to do it like this. First, grab the top, then you grab the stem, twist to separate the two. Then we are going to cut them into large rectangles like this. And she shows you, she starts cutting it away. So it's basically like in a grid almost. She cuts down, not all the way, she'll cut down to the table, but not all the way across the mushroom. She'll make several parallel slits within it, and then turns it, and then makes perpendicular slits through each one. So it makes like a strange, like almost like rectangular prism, but in the shape of the mushroom as far as like the top and the gills go. Before you start cutting it, she's going to tell you though, it's be careful not to breathe in through your nose. Once you go to twist the stem off, the spores from underneath will release. These can be very potent.
I'll take a deep breath before I twist the stem off.
Okay.
Hold my breath while I do it.
Alright. So yeah, so you hold your breath, twist the stem off, and then I'm assuming you follow just like she does, just the slow and steady parallel lines. Okay. She looks back over at you and I'm sorry. I don't think this is I don't think this is what Helm truly had in mind for you, or me for that matter, but it has been nice getting to see you. It's nice to know that even in my absence, the two of you grew to be fine young men. And with that, she unrolls the pillowcase that she's got the moss and the grass in. And she takes the bowl and the pestle, I guess, or whatever, the mortar and pestle, and she starts grinding up through that cheesecloth. And before long, the strings of mushroom kind of squeeze out like tendrils out of it. Think of Think of like a single cell organism, you know, where it kind of makes like just like a spiky ball in the bottom of it. And with a loud squelching sound, she squeezes everything down. And it comes out like Play-Doh almost into the bowl. Says, "Don't think less of me for what I am about to do." And she gathers the things up. And she goes and joins the other three. Around this cauldron that's boiling. And Morgantha looks between the two of them. And they don't begin to a countdown or anything. There's nothing leading up to it. In complete and total unison, down to the syllable, they begin to recite something in a what could only be described as a dark speech. Their cadence is immaculate. Their pronunciation is mirrored. It's almost as if someone took one voice and multiplied it to three, the three separate voices. Like they are perfectly lined up all the way down. As they do so, the fire turns from orange to a white and black flame. The white being the portion closer, like on the embers in the coal bed, whereas the black now is like licking up like a normal flame would. This continues on for probably about 20 minutes. Does anybody do anything of note? Is there anything that we want to do before I say, okay, 20 minutes has passed and we fast forward?
I feel like I should roll perception or insight to the dark speech.
Yeah, it's definitely
But
unsettling
I
that
don't
she
think
said.
I have any leg to stand on for that kind of a roll. So
What were you saying, Matt?
No, it's definitely unsettling that she's like, "Don't judge me for what I'm about to do." Like, what is that for?
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll do my prayer of healing, because that does take 10 minutes.
Okay. Do you excuse yourself or do you go?
Yeah, I'm gonna gather the group to, like, over here.
Okay. Does anybody not go over here with Elion?
Definitely go with him for the healing.
Okay.
So come with me, I'm gonna get us all rejuvenated here a bit while this...
yeah, Trevok doesn't need healing, so I can just stay over here and keep them distracted while you guys do that, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, they're perfectly distracted by themselves, but of course you do you. They're
Sorry, Matt.
they're mid ritual.
Yeah. I had Matt muted, so I apologize if I was talking over him because I couldn't.
Oh shit!
I'm
didn't
not
realize
Imagine.
I'm not offended that you talked over me, but man, you muted me out.
Imagine,
Sorry.
dude.
I don't know
Yikes, bro.
how. I just realized just now that Ian was talking to no one. And I was like, what is he talking about? No one's replying. And then I looked and I see that I had mistakenly muted you. I'm sorry.
That's you're good. So to the group. No, we're going to turn this fucking windmill upside down, looking for her, right? We're not going to take their word for it that she's not here.
Everyone regains 21 HP.
Holy shit! Hell yeah!
Yeah, bro, that's a good roll.
Yeah, it was. I didn't get +8 to it as well.
There's I need perception checks from everybody.
It's at 21, Brett.
Yeah.
17 from Trevok.
Holy shit!
8.
Oh damn!
Okay, I gotta turn my whatchamacallit back on. Hardware acceleration.
You got a 19.
Yeah,
22.
20.
Okay. You guys notice during the midst of this ritual, Dude, it's like dark outside.
God
Like,
damn it.
it is fucking dark. Like, not quite pitch black of night. It's darker than cloud cover. You guys don't have like pocket watches or anything like that. You guys aren't wearing a fucking Rolex, but you're able to wager like it should not be this dark outside. There's no thunder. There's no nothing. Like it is fucking dark. Does anybody want to take a look outside?
Yeah, we're done with the prayer of healing. 10 minutes is up.
Sure.
Cool. I'll take a look.
So, okay.
The door still open?
For the sake of RP, yeah, we can consider that you just opened it.
Okay. Yeah.
In the distance, it's not dark. It looks like a normal day, probably, I don't know, man, 300-400 yards out, about as far off as you can see. But it's not a fade into lightness. It's almost like something is blocking out the sun over this windmill. Do you want to look up, like go outside and take a look at it, or you like what do you want to do?
Yes, I want to take a gander.
Okay.
Up at the sky, outside on the porch.
For whatever reason, it even through all of the fog, it looks like an eclipse is happening. Like you can see a burning ring up in the sky where you would assume the sun would be. And when I say burning ring, I mean there's a circle of light and then there's a big black hole right in the middle of it, covering up almost the entire thing. Essentially, oh, go ahead.
Take my, I assume I have like a journal, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and take out like a charcoal stick and kind of roughly sketch it, you know.
Okay. Do you like look at it or anything like that? Like,
yeah, and I'm
Okay.
sketching it for sure.
Okay.
Like I'm kind of, I guess I'll look at it first and kind of inspect it, and then
mhm.
kind of
So
put it in my bag and
the one thing that you notice, like even though it's not difficult for your eyes to look at, like it does bother you like a little bit. Like you realize, like after looking at it for a second, it's not.
Be staring at it.
Yeah, it's not necessarily like disorienting, but it's not like normal. You know what I mean? It's
Mhm.
it's sort of like an eclipse. Like, you know, they tell you don't look at the fucking sun. But you know, you for a couple brief seconds or whatever, you can kind of look at it and not bother you long enough for you to get an idea of like what it is that you're sketching out. And as you're drawing it, you kind of space out for a second. Like, you know, just kind of, you've been around enough ADD people, you know what I'm talking about, where they're doing an action, but the lights are on, no one's home. And when you kind of come back to, man, you realize like you've damn near worn a hole into that page. Like you've just been doing like vicious circles in the center of that thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. You notice, like while you're doing the vicious circles in the center, you've kind of, you know, use some of the charcoal to emulate like lines of light like coming off of the sun. You look real close to those, like to the beams that are emitted off of that. The symbols that are all within that book, all within the portions of what they have like as labels laying around, make up those beams of light. So it wasn't just like you took something and kind of drew it out. When you look at it really closely, it's like thousands of those little symbols that are all everywhere, and they point in different directions. They don't repeat. Like it's very intricate, which is very strange to you because you only you almost don't even realize that, like, you know, you kind of snap back to it, but you don't realize like you've been there for that long.
I can easily, though, put 2 and 2 together. This is obviously because of this ritual they're doing.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, for sure. Like,
Very, very clear.
yeah, you've only been here for like 2 weeks, but like this shit ain't happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Elion's not like the most versed in magic, obviously, but he's not the most apprenticed in it. You know, he's studied a bit.
Mm-hmm.
The, I guess, amount of arcane energy that would be able to do something like this, so like, you know, would Elion be able to kind of put that on a specter or a spectrum?
As far as like detect magic goes,
No, not what they're doing, but like the level of, like, you know, essentially the power level it would take to get to this.
Oh man,
like,
yeah,
how
like
strong is something like this? Like, if 3 people are able to block out the entire sun with beams of fucking arcane sigils, you know, being shot out, like,
mm-hmm.
is that, you know, is that like a feat of just like dark sorcery, and that's just how it comes because
So
everyone probably knows a bit about that, or is it
to reiterate real quick, just to be clear, the dark sigils are on your page. They're not actually out there when you're looking at them. It just looks like normal beams of light. Like that shit for
okay. So
all intensive purposes, what's being suggested to you is that your character drew them.
Gotcha.
So you would know, though. I mean, like, in your time, you've seen miracles left and right and center. You've worked at a church for a very long time. You've worked underneath priests that were very strong. You've never even heard anybody hint at something like this. Like, whatever the hell is happening is insane.
All of his studies and, you know, the necessary knowledge of the dark arts, the defending against the dark arts, is suggesting that this is some next level shit. This isn't just like an apprentice got a dark arts book and blocked the sun out.
Exactly. Whatever it is that they're doing is old magic, to say the least. And
okay.
To call it anything other than black magic is an understatement.
Yeah, Elion he's pale. He's pale white. He goes back in to the group.
Okay.
And with the majority still possibly huddled in this area, or
yeah. So to give the rest of the party an idea, Elion's been gone for 3 minutes, 4 minutes tops. Not very long. Elion, I'll give you the floor. What do you do?
They're still mid-ritual, right? They're cooking away.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, and it's like it's getting to the point where they're getting like emphatic on the portions that they do repeat. Like, so there'll be certain stanzas that'll be repeated a handful of times, and like as it comes back around, you know, the cadence is very like bum 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 bum, and then they go into something different. Very rhythmic. And their escalations again are all at the same tone. There's nobody that's out of line or off pitch or off key, anything like that. Like it's symphonic at this point.
Elion, he leans in, kind of. He has his book open and he shows the page that is roughly worn. First of all, their magic ritual. He's whispering at the quietest voice he could, with all 4 people here being able to actually hear him, or 3 people. The ritual they're doing is blocking the sun out. If you look at it, it like hypnotizes you for a second, so I don't suggest that. Also, whatever magic they are doing, it is far stronger than something we are capable of handling right now. I can assure you of that. This isn't an apprenticeship, dark arts, fucking raw department. These people are blocking the fucking sun out right now. So whatever they're capable of, I think we should attempt to get out of here without a fight. I have never seen a ritual this powerful.
Do we just leave? Do we stop it? Do we?
No, I think they said they will finish it, then they will give us the file, and then they'll send us on our way. And I think maybe we can parlay a bit of possibly staying here with the threat of the kleptomj out there. But if they threaten to kick us out, I think we should just heed the warning and step foot on the path. Whatever's out there, I think we have a better shot of dealing with than what's in here.
That is probably wise. I'm still not worried that we can just simply trust them that they have not hidden Valkithra away somewhere.
Nor I. But Valkithra is also very mysterious and abstract in her own ways. I'm not the best at reading everyone, but they were hiding something when we came. That was obvious. She very much set it forth, and I do believe the word she said when Valkithra did indeed go missing, and they are unaware of where she is as well. And I think possibly us leaving might be because they are worried of why she might be missing. If it has anything to do with that book, and if that book is any stronger than what they're doing randomly, there's a world of terrible shit that can be opened up. I am open to all other considerations. That is just my observation. If you would like to go outside, though, the sun is currently being blocked out, and if you stare at it, I cannot assure you what will happen.
And you said you showed them the page, right, Brett?
Yeah.
So it's kind of dark. Can I get? Does anybody look at the page that he shows, like with any great detail?
No.
Okay, Dan,
You're
do
not
you?
over there.
Yeah.
No, I mean, yeah, just give me a glance.
So
Okay.
it
Yeah, be a
says
drawing of what's
Elion's
outside,
list
looks
of
like it's on.
survival. It has, do not eat the pies, beware of traps. The nights are brutal. Not all Vistani are bad. Eat when you can. Stay away from the sharp edge pointed trees. Firelights, the path to redemption. Look at Panjay is terrible. And then it has a bunch of fucking, a very, very dense warning circle with all of those rough, runic sigils coming from around the, what appears to be the blacked out sun.
Wish I were good at graphic art. I would fucking make that because I
Right,
can see
yeah.
it, dude. I can see right where it is. It'd be, well, maybe not a good tattoo, but it'd be cool. I think of like the rising sun, but like the beams are
Yeah.
thinner and like made up of, infernal. So, Irina, you've been rather quiet. What are you doing?
I am standing in the back observing and kind of just very nervous about what's going on in general and just preparing for anything.
Okay. Is it so in preparing for anything, like you got like hand on sword hilt, like
Yeah.
talk to okay, all right. So like you're like ready. Like should this pop off, you're ready to rock and roll.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Ismark, what are you doing?
Ismark was definitely on edge before the ritual started, and like kind of like ready to throw down. We're about to tear your place apart, looking for our friend.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't fucking trust you anymore. If I ever did. But now he's probably a little shook.
Gotcha.
By all this, and especially with like Elion's take on this, like saying, "Hey, whatever this is, it's beyond us. We can't handle this."
Yeah, and I will say for both of you, this isn't anything you guys have ever seen before either. Like this, you don't even heard anybody talk, or like you might have heard like tales of people being able to block out the sun, but it was always from like just people that were saying wild stuff. Like it would be thrown in with like, you know, oh, the elves are snatching the children, and there's somebody that's turning the sky black during the day, and there's things that'll come up from the ground and eat you, and there's this whole thing, and I hear that Strahd, you know, kidnaps his wives and then forces them to marry him. Like it's all, this would be something you would hear about from a conspiracy theorist or whatever the equivalent of a Barovian conspiracy theorist would be, and you're both standing here living this nightmare, for lack of a better term. So that's kind of what I have to, that's my input, I guess, for the history of something similar to this. But this is something that none of you currently have seen. Like whatever it is that's happening is wild. Thand.
Yeah.
What you got going on, man? Tell me about our boy.
Kind of, I guess he's pretty much just also on the ready. Like I said, he's not a doctor, so not much help there, or in the magic department. So
Okay.
kind of just hanging.
So does anybody try and look around? They seem relatively involved in what they got going on. Somebody gonna take a break for the stairs?
Strahd is gonna look around a bit.
Thand isn't moving.
Oh, I don't want to god game you, but it would be so funny.
Sun god.
It would be so funny if I had you roll intelligence to not just like jump into what they were doing.
Who, Trevok?
Yeah.
Oh.
Where you're just like trying to match them because you think it's fun.
Yeah.
Just hum along.
Yeah, exactly. All right, yeah, it wouldn't. I wouldn't do that to you, but I think that'd be hilarious if that happened. Yeah, no, man, I'm just gonna join in. It's fine. I don't really know what's going on, but they seem like they're having fun.
Yeah.
I did what with my soul?
Okay. All right. I'm done trolling. Sorry. Someone was saying they were getting ready to go do something. I don't remember which one of you was.
Trevok was mentioning that like the last time we were in here, shit popped off when he was like over here.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't really search over here much because the creatures arrived.
Oh, got you. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I want to go check that corner again.
Okay. So it is incredibly dark. So, well, you guys all have dark vision, so I don't guess that matters. Ismark and Irina don't, but
Right.
everyone else wouldn't have any negatives or anything that they're doing.
So I'm gonna check under the table to see if I left anything behind because I was under the table for a while. Remember?
Yeah. There's a sock. There's one sock under the table.
One sock. It's the left sock, isn't it?
Yeah, it is the left sock.
Okay. Pick
and
that up.
you realize that you only have a right sock on underneath
Yeah,
your boot.
I'm only just now realizing I only have one sock.
Okay, so you pick the sock up, put it back in your
Pick the sock
pack.
up.
Okay.
Yeah. And now I'm checking out this corner over here.
Okay, go ahead and
Stairs.
give me a perception or investigate, whichever's higher.
All right. Then
I assume that's the matter. Like, investigate is basically perception, but for people that have higher intelligence. It's like the wizard search.
Oh, I rolled a 4.
Oh yeah, no, dude, you don't see shit. Not
Oh,
a fucking
shit.
thing over there, dude. You're walking over all kinds of boards that are like creaking and rattling and shit. And like yeah, no, man, it seems fine to me.
Oh,
It's
it looks
perfectly good workmanship.
This could be ale.
Hmm.
Gets distracted by his ADHD.
Right. Does anybody else want to kind of look around, man? Like, what's the group doing here?
Elion's kind of just watching the door and the group, I guess. He doesn't want to stir anything up.
Okay. We know Ismark and Irina, you guys are going to have, I won't call it full-blown disadvantage because it's not nighttime. But you will have like a -3, -4 to whatever rolls you want to do regarding search because it's so dark in here. Now you can negate that if you pull out a torch or something, but that may also come with its own set of issues. Poke, poke, nod, nod. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let's not attract any more attention than we have to. Maybe.
Okay. So you guys are just gonna stay at the ready then? Or is there anything that you want to do?
I mean, this is the perfect time to poke around this place that we've
Mm-hmm.
been kind of edging around, not
Mm-hmm.
not doing this entire time. What do the rest of you think? Should we do we take a quick look? Do we just leave well enough alone?
If you want to look, you should make it quick. I'll try to stay in over here and keep an eye on them. If they abruptly stop, I can buy you at least a few moments.
Is anybody else kind of pipe up or?
Yeah, we'd be looking at you, Than, specifically. You and Irina.
Yeah, because Trevok is off by himself.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, you're away from them actually. So yeah, you guys could go. Oh, are you away from them? Where the fuck are you?
I'm over here.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see. All right, I see you moving around. Oh, that's ominous.
Yeah. I was over here. I'm actually facing that way. I'm facing the barrels.
Okay.
I'm distracted because I rolled low.
Should anyone wish to go over and get Trevok, you're more than welcome to kind of, wrangle him into a conversation.
I'm trying to create as least problems as or alerting in any other way. So I'll keep an eye on them looking around and what they're doing.
Okay.
And have a lookout.
I mean, I'll be reserved. If nobody else is gonna be done with me, then I'll not cause trouble. Especially while they have so much power in hand, right?
Mm-hmm. From what you've been told, it's to aid you. You know what I mean? But this is, it's a spectacle that they're doing, to say the least. Not to fuel the fire, but you'd think they'd, warn you of something like this. The only thing that was said was, don't judge me for what I'm about to do. With that, it's still continuing. Whatever ritual they're doing is still happening. If you were to poke around and look around, yeah, now might be the time. I would also point out, because nobody has touched on it, there was a kid upstairs, like day before, that no one's really heard from or seen since. It is specifically since bath time, because that seems appropriate to bring up.
Yeah, fuck it. All right, I'm going upstairs.
All right. So you go upstairs. There's a heavy wind that's blowing. What's strange is you can hear that wind downstairs. Nor was the shaft of the windmill turning. Which makes you wonder, like, a windmill in a heavy windstorm, and Nothing's happening. Very peculiar. But nevertheless, you can feel some of the draft coming through, and you can hear the wind whipping outside. I mean, it is going buck wild. And with that, let's move on up to the second floor. I may have to add some light back so I can see what we're doing up here.
Did anybody get Trevok, or am I downstairs by myself now?
That's also a good question. Did anybody get Trayvon?
No.
I can get him because I was watching everybody.
Just gonna move it to this. It's still super dark outside. I'm just lighting this up a little bit so we can kind of see as we move up.
Okay. I guess I'll go up too. Boop, 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 boop.
Right. Ismark already pulled you up, dude.
Oh.
I mean, he'd have grabbed you on the way. I've moved his token for him because it can be difficult. So do you guys want to search around? Like, what's the game plan?
Yeah, I'm rolling
here?
search.
Okay. So the first thing that comes into both of your minds is like, this brings back like a tense feeling for both of you. Like you can feel your shoulders really tense up as you reach the top of the steps. Not so much from what's happening outside, but that you remember being in some weird place in this room, and there being a being here that was asking you to make a gamble. One of which of you lost that gamble. Or rather, in culmination of the night of gambling, one of you was a loser and had a brand on his palm. That person is Elion. Roll perception or investigation, whichever you prefer, where you're at here, or if you wish to move up to the top floor, you're more than welcome to do that too.
Perception?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, this is awesome. 7. I'm playing golf here, guys. You guys can play D&D. I'm playing golf. Going for the low score here.
Yeah. Well, you're well under par, so you're doing great.
Thanks, buddy.
You just kind of, you don't even like open bags up. Like you just kind of walk by with your hands behind your back. You're like, yeah, that's back.
Okay.
That checks. Yep. Yeah, that's good. There's another bag. That's fine. There's a crate. Yeah, that looks good. All right. And then you just kind of continue to do that until you hit the other flight of stairs.
I'm gonna focus less on this space since we've technically been here before, although we haven't really gone through stuff. So I'm gonna kind of push up further.
Sure. All right, so we go up to the bedroom. Irina, before I pull you up, is there anything that you want to look at?
I would like to literally glance around and kind of just look at the area as we're walking up.
Okay, so you're not really looking for anything in particular. You're just kind of trying to take it all in. Is it?
Yeah, just kind of seeing if we missed anything, or like something just looks weird or something I haven't seen before.
Okay, go ahead and roll. Well, I guess what is your passive perception?
12.
Okay. So looking through, there's kind of a strange contraption as you walk by. This portion really catches your eye. This 90 and these big pipes. And you find it strange because a windmill is powered by wind. What good would these pipes do? Matter of fact, you've never even seen pipes like this. It's baffling, to say the least. And you can tell from looking at them, they're moist, they're wet. There's some kind of leak somewhere on these, and that maybe they hold some kind of water or something like that. Do you get close to one? Like, what do you do?
I like to kind of look at it a little bit and maybe kind of touch it with the liquid with my finger, just to and kind of taste it.
Okay. It burns your finger, like as you touch it, like to you touch it, and there's a like you immediately pull your finger back and start whipping it around in the air. You take. Oh God, why do these dice do this, dude? Why do they do this? You take 3 points of damage. Do you
No, I'm not gonna touch it anymore.
Okay.
Just gonna keep that in the back of my head as we're still walking around.
Okay. All right. So do you follow Ismark and Trevok up then to the next room?
Yes.
Okay. So we move up the circular flight of steps. As you guys approach, there is a off-putting portrait, to say the least, on the wall. I'm not sure if you guys are up here yet, but there's a very off-putting portrait here. This book in the center is not there. This is the book that's in Trevok's pack. But everything else on this is here, including the scepter, the chest, like whatever these are, like dead bats. There's also a very illustrious bathtub right here. It does have a little dirt in it all, but it looks like relatively recent, like from like last night. Mostly just because Elion and Than were fucking filthy when they got in and took their baths. Other than that, there's an armoire, a bed, there's a ladder, a couple jugs. That's really about it. This is more of like a big bay window. Along with right here, it's also a large bay window.
If I recall, Than told me the first time he was.
You're kind of breaking up, Matt. What was that, man? You kind of broke up there for a second.
Yeah, sorry, it was a lot of range. If I recall correctly, Than had told us that the first time he was in this room, there was like a child sleeping in that bed.
Yeah, Elion had said. Yeah, Elion had said there. He noticed the kid like under the blanket. It was just looking at him. You could see one eye, and it was watching him. So yes, you're more than welcome to.
Okay, we'll go poke around there.
Okay. So yeah, so you just want to lift this up and take a gander, like pull the blanket back, maybe pick the mattress up, just kind of check some stuff out.
Yep.
The bed is empty.
Okay.
There is a small sock, a really small one. It's like bundled up, laying underneath the mattress. It's not even underneath the blanket, it's underneath the mattress. Like, so you could tell as you pick the... Oh man, I'm wondering if I can do this without like foobarring it. Let's see. So you see how there's like the stuff underneath where the bed would be? Give me a second. Got a build mode. All right, you see it like right here? How there's like like a feather skirt or whatever underneath of it that would be like a decent hiding place for someone small, you would find the sock like rolled up like right in here.
Okay.
Do you grab it? Do you leave it? Do you examine it?
Snatch it up.
Okay. So when you grab it, it's like balled up. When you pull it out, it's, I wouldn't say tiny. You definitely wouldn't be able to put it on your foot. If you tried to, it would only go probably about halfway up. Then let me put, oh God, oh. Let me see if I, oh shit. Hey, yeah, Control C for the win. Okay, and then lastly, there's the arm wire and the ladder. I mean, there, I say lastly, like there's not like a bunch of other places to look. So there's like books and manuscripts and shit over here. There's no drawers there. You got arm wire there. The ladder up. There's still more stuff on this table.
All right,
Where do you? Okay. So you go. You go to open the arm wire. It is like pitch black inside of there, like super dark. No sooner do you open the door and let it go. Hey, give me a perception check. Nah, fuck that. No perception check. You see a quick flash of blackness, and the doors get yanked shut again. I'm talking like with a loud thud. Like almost like something was inside of there. Just reached out, grabbed both of the doors. Mind you, they would be like several feet apart if you were inside of there. Grabbed them both without any sort of like, you basically seen something's arms come out, grab it, and yank it shut again.
Well, damn, I want to investigate that, but I'm not sure we have fucking time. I'm gonna yank one of the doors open again.
Okay. Give me a strength check. Score to beat's a 12.
The doors open.
You know, score to beat is a 12.
Just a 7.
Yeah. So you go to try and pull that door open. It comes out like an inch, and then you can feel it, like even through your mightiest grip. Like it just is like no chance. It just rips right out from your grasp and closes once more. And then you hear a strange like sliding motion as if something were trying to barricade it from the other side.
Okay, fuck that. Moving on.
All right. We'll move to Kaylee. Kaylee, what are you doing? You're muted, by the way, if you're talking.
Not messing with his crap. I'm just gonna follow at a little bit behind him pace.
Okay.
And still very much observing and looking around, especially more now after what happened with him.
Okay. Do you call out, like you would have seen him pick up a small sock? I'm assuming once he grabbed it, he would have like held it up and waved it out in front of you. Like, do you like try and whisper and call them? Like, what do you do?
I think I'm going to try to stay as quiet as possible.
Okay. All right. Trayvok, what are you doing?
I'm trying to find trouble.
Oh, hell yeah.
So, did Kaylee look at the table, or did she look at... I'm gonna look at this table.
Okay. Step right up.
And
like I said,
I kind of like the way that chest looks.
This book right here in the dead center is gone. This is the one that's in your bag.
I gotcha. Okay.
All right. You said you like the way this chest looked. This one right here.
I do. Yeah.
Okay. Are you going to climb up and try and grab said chest?
Well, maybe I will start by giving the scrolls a quick peek and some of the other papers
Okay.
first. But it does look like, is that a magic wand or a wand?
It's a scepter here, and then a wand, and then 2 like dead bats.
Bat wings. Okay. Yeah, I want to check that stuff out.
Okay. Are you just like gonna grab it and put it in your pack? Like what's the game plan here?
I'm gonna hop up on this chair and I'm gonna take a look at those scrolls to see if there's anything useful there.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna put 1 foot on the table, 1 foot on the chair, and lean over to grab the scepter.
Okay. Okay.
I'm doing like a pirate stance.
1 piece of parchment is blank.
Okay.
The second shows a picture of the scepter. This one here, the red balled scepter.
Yeah.
It also has a very large snake underneath of it. It's written in a language that you don't understand, but it is not in the same language as described before that you would have seen in the book. This is different.
Okay.
It resembles common, like what you would see a man write in, but it looks older, to say the least. Like it's the
Okay. Yeah, I follow.
They're not quite it's not quite common letters, yeah, but the style in which that it's written is very strange. Think of it like a cross between like Russian and
Yeah, I took Latin for
like Old English. Hey, there you go. Perfect. That works. Yeah. Okay. And then the third scroll would be of this scepter along with the 2 bats and would also be in that same language.
Okay. I'm gonna take it because we're poor, and at the very least, we can sell it with my 8 intelligence.
Okay, are you 2 watching him do this?
Trying not to.
I'm gonna just back away just a little bit and whisper, "Baby, we shouldn't do this."
No mish explosion.
You so you're picking them up?
Yeah, I'd like to pick up the scepter and.
Okay, you pick up the first scepter. You don't give me a perception check.
All right. It's a natural 1.
Oh fuck!
Let's fucking go.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Let's do it. Come on, Ian. Come on, man.
You hear a thud on the ground as you pick these. You pick this thing up, and you're like, "Oh man, what the hell is this?" And like you kind of hold it off to the side. You hear a thud, and you look down. You're very uncertain as to what it is that you saw, but you might have seen something a little darker than the darkness, and it might have gone in some direction that you're uncertain of. Like it could have gone straight, it could have gone left, it could have gone down the stairs. You're not sure. But there was a thud, and you may have not seen something crawling on the floor after that. And then we have flavor text incoming. You're muted also.
Okay. Okay.
With that set of descriptions, do you grab the second one?
No.
Okay. Do you take that one or do you leave it? Okay.
I put it back.
Okay.
Like, let's put this back.
Okay. So do you put that back and then jump down?
No, now I've got both feet on the table and I want to see if the chest opens.
Okay.
Or if it's locked.
You go to pull on it and it is locked, but it feels heavy.
Ooh, okay.
And you hear some rattling on the inside of it, like metal coins clinking together.
Okay.
That's it. That's all the description you get.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna leave it. I'll just.
Okay.
But as I'm hopping down, I'm gonna take the hat and put it on and be like, "I'm Mary Poppins, y'all."
You step down with the hat on, and it begins to speak. And it says, "Oh, put me down."
So I take it off and throw it back on the table.
Okay.
And now I am up against. I've got my back up against this thing.
Okay.
I'm backed up, and I'm like, "What the fuck was that?"
All right. Yeah. Okay. So when you put it back onto the thing, like you would toss it, and it just would magically like spin and then land on its bottom. It would just huff. It wouldn't say anything else. It would only huff.
I'm gonna turn to Irina and be like, "I don't think we should touch things up here."
I feel like I've already said that to you.
This is the perfect fucking 8 intelligence character. I love it. All right. So what's next? What do you guys want to do?
That's it for Trevok, unless anyone else would like to go.
Okay. Ismark, you're first in line, brother.
Upward and onward.
Okay. All right. So you're climbing up the ladder then?
Indeed. I don't know how much time we really have here, so just trying to see as much as we can.
Yeah. There's not a lot of time left. Let's see here. Be the most. I was a little vague about. There yet. Okay. All right. So you guys climb up the ladder. I'm assuming we're sticking to the order that we're in.
Yeah, that works.
Okay. So Ismark, you go up first.
Indeed.
So this room, much like the one beneath you, is like noticeably smaller as you enter it, like even from the room before. There's not a lot up here. There looks to be some contraptions for the windmill itself, specifically like a lock and a gear, some kind of lever to allow it to move and seize as necessary. But that's really off the rip the first thing you see, unless you decide to move around, which you can. So you'd be here if you came up. You're more than welcome to move around and look, but this contraption here, that's what you notice first. Like this is the shaft of the windmill as it comes through. Like, so all of like the fan blades or whatever you want to call them would be outside, like off of this side of the windmill. And then you have a couple gears, you have the shaft, and then here's your locking mechanism over here.
Just kind of off rip, does the gear work here look like it sees regular use?
Yeah, actually, yeah, it looks like they probably mill out quite a bit of stuff, but you're not quite sure what it is.
Okay. And I assume like grinding stone would actually be like lower, not
Yes.
up here. Okay.
Yeah, it would be down.
Okay, just kind of at first, I don't want to spend a whole lot of time trying to understand it. Is there any kind of cursory glance, can we tell how you activate it? Because presumably it's been like taken out of gear.
There's just like a little there's like a little latch right here. You see it like this. You basically would just need to move, like you would pull this thing right here as like a lever to allow this arm to spin, which would cause the shaft that runs down the rest of the windmill to move freely.
Okay. Now you said the blades were not moving that we could tell. Despite
not currently, no. Like there's heavy sounds of wind, especially now. Like you can feel it. It's almost to a point where like you're worried that the top of this windmill might come off. Like there's a lot of surging happening outside. A lot of wind power.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to poke around too much. I just kind of keep pushing up further if there's further to push up.
Okay. So you round the corner. There's the kid. He's cowering next to some boxes. He cowers more as you round them. Like before you can even see each other. Like he is recoiling into a wedge between a box and the wall.
Boy, what are you doing there?
I am hiding. I do not want them to find me. I am hiding from the women and whatever is outside.
I'm gonna pat him on the shoulder and just kind of glance at him like it needs like a female touch kind of thing, and I'm gonna like get on his level.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so you're approaching the kid and like kind of getting down and looking at him.
Yeah, but I'm kind of, patting Ismark on the shoulder like, hey, let me try.
Get out of the way, motherfucker.
What are you doing in here, kid?
So you step forward, you kneel down. This kid, like, as you get down and kind of look at him, he looks away. Like it's obvious that this child has dealt with some sort of at least emotional abuse. Like this kid's seen some shit. And the more that you try and like come in to comfort him, the more he kind of pulls away. Like maybe he's been through this song and dance before and it's not worked out too well.
I'm just gonna stay there and just kind of not push the envelope and see if me just standing there waiting for him might change his reaction. Like me not pushing or anything, just staying still, and then just, it's okay. I promise I'm not like the other girls downstairs.
He goes to move, and you hear metal sliding across the wooden floor. Do you investigate further?
Yes, but very slowly.
Okay,
And
go
staying
ahead.
crouched and low.
Okay, go ahead and roll a. I need a perception check. -4 because it's dark. You don't have a torch out.
Awesome. So, 7.
Okay, yeah, you don't see anything. The kid just kind of cowers back and he's like, please leave.
Let me help you.
I am not in need of saving. They have been feeding me non-stop since I've been here. Since my arrival from the orphanage, please just go. I don't know what's happening, but I can't help but think it has to do with you being here. Please leave.
How long have you been here?
A moon, maybe 2.
Have there been others?
No, but they make sure that I cannot leave. But they tell me of all of the horrors outside. I don't know that I wish to face them.
Why don't they want you to leave?
They tell me that it isn't safe. And that this is my home now.
Where did you come from?
I came from the orphanage in Valakai.
And before that?
I do not know.
I'm gonna turn and look at Dryvok and Ismark. Kind of like, what should we do next?
What you say they're feeding you non-stop? Is it excessively so? Are they force feeding you?
No. But it is it is after I feel sick from eating. Just as I feel fine again, they have prepared something else for me. You guys notice that this kid is he's pretty fat.
He's looking
For a
a
kid
little
that's
plump,
coming
actually.
from an orphanage. He's not like bulbous. It's not Eric Cartman, but for a kid that would be coming from an orphanage in a realm like this one, he got a little heft on him. Not a ton, but he's got some. He's definitely a husky boy.
So we've fattened this little guy up. Sister, what do you want to do with the child?
He shouldn't be left here.
I agree.
Do you try and grab the kid?
He's just a child. We should take him. Can I investigate the metal sound? Or did Irina already do that?
She rolled a perception check. You two are more than welcome to do so also.
Yeah, is he like chained up here?
You gotta roll a perception check.
There was a sound.
And you're at a -4, Ismark. And Treylock, you were not.
Yep, and I finally got an 18. Okay. 18.
Ismark?
Oh, 17, including the -4. So
There's a shackle around his right ankle. And a chain that lays on the floor. Not a very long one. And you see it fixed to the wall.
alright, fuck that. Yeah,
I say we break it.
Agreed. Do we dare look upstairs first, or
You're at the top of the windmill. There is
this
no
is the
more
very
upstairs.
tippy top? Okay.
This is it.
I think okay. So whenever old grandma was staring down at them while they were bathing, she was like looking from up here.
Yep. This is it.
All right, so let's break the little shit loose.
But where will I go? What will I do?
With us.
But I'm to stay with you?
Well, you're not going to stay prisoner here until God knows what happens to you. That's for sure.
But you do not understand. My life is much better here than it was at the orphanage.
Then we shall deal with the problem of the orphanage when we arrive in Velakai.
Hey lad, let me just let you know there's no such thing as a free meal. They'll be getting something from you.
The kid looks at you inquisitively. Mind you, I should say, he's speaking Belakian the entire time.
Do I speak that?
I'll translate.
No. Yeah. Well, for the sake of RP,
Okay.
we'll say that they're translating for you. But at your words, even as they're translated, it just kind of looks at you like, then what will you charge me for a meal? And how often will you feed me? And do you have toys?
I love that. It sounds like we're arguing with a Russian mob boss who wants
Yeah.
toys.
We will have everything you need. And if we don't, we will find it in Valikat to receive for you.
I'm sorry I don't have any toys, but I got plenty of torches if you want one.
You will let me play with fire?
Yeah, lad.
Yep.
Okay, let's go. And he just he jumps up and he goes to pull on the chain and it catches and he just falls forward. He starts sobbing a little bit. I cannot go. I cannot play with fire. You must free me if I am to play with flame.
I would like to attempt to free him.
Okay.
I guess maybe pulling on the chain where it's mounted. Is it mounted to the wall or to the floor?
To the wall.
Okay. Maybe I can do tug of war with the wall.
You can try. As always, if you have someone to help you, you can have advantage.
I got you, bro. I'll help.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so just strength roll.
Yep.
21.
Okay. You
Yep.
You get down on the floor. Put your feet into the wall.
Mm-hmm. Get nice and low like a dwarf.
Yeah, and then you just lean back and well, I guess you tell me how you pull this thing out.
No, that's exactly how I was thinking. I'm going to put my feet up against the wall, my butt on the floor, and I'm going to grab it with both hands, and I'm going to pull it with all my might, my legs, my trunk, my back, my arms.
Gotcha. So it takes some strength, but instead of yanking on it or pulling with some form of desperation, what you've done is put tension on the chain. And you slowly just start to kind of feel it work its way out of the wall where it doesn't make a ton of noise. And before long, you hear the rattling of the chain as it falls, the end of which lands in your lap, and it's held together. It had 4 bolts on it, 2 of which you can hear hit the floor. The other 2 on the left-hand side just have a piece of wood that they're stuck into. So there's a little bit of splintering and cracking, and then that piece of wood comes out with the rest of the fixture.
Okay.
All right. You guys grab the kid. Is there anything else you want to do?
Not as far as I can tell.
Ismark, Irina, is there anything else up here you want to look at or you want to check out?
No.
Okay.
No, I just want to help get the kid out here as fast as possible.
Okay, so we're descending back to the floor below. Is there anything that you want to do there?
Do we need to hide this little bastard?
I mean, you broke into my house and freed a kid that I was keeping chained to a wall. I'd be wondering what that kid was doing not chained to the wall when I saw him again. You know, if I'm just bringing reason into all of this.
Yeah. We have like a cloak or something we can throw over the little shit and sneak him outside first. I don't know.
I have towels in my backpack.
He's got some towels.
I think I have... Where is it? I have 2 towels left because I gave one to the kid that ferried us on the creepy boat.
Oh yeah, man. Gerard.
So I only have 2 bath towels left because I left one with the kid.
Okay. We have 2 bath towels, 3 people, some packs, and a lot of torches and some
How
rope.
big's this kid?
I have a black cloak with fur-lined hood.
Oh, yeah, that's right, you do. Yeah, because we know where that cloak came from.
I'll wrap him in the black cloak.
Let's say you can put it on. If I remember right, that had spider in it, right? There was some reason why you didn't put that on. Yeah, there was like a black widow hanging in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna shake it. I'll shake it first.
Okay.
Getting the spiders off of it.
Yeah. If there were spiders in it, they'd be in your pack by now. So yeah, you go to shake it, and it
I think it was in the same closet as the top hat that was absolutely full of spiders.
Yes, it was.
Okay. Yeah. Man, golly, I thought I had a good memory. Okay. So yeah. You shake it out. It's dusty. To the point where it makes you cough a little bit whenever you shake it out, but that's it. You go to put the cloak on this kid, and as far as you're concerned, within the darkness, he almost disappears. Like he blends in so well now with the shadows, like it's hard to kind of keep an eye on him. The other issue that you may run into is this kid just has like a 3.5, 4 foot chain with a securing fixture on the end of it, tethered to his ankle. So he may make a little noise.
I'm gonna hold it and carry it next to him.
Yeah,
Okay.
on the plus side, he came with a leash, so good.
It'd be really good to just like wedge between 2 trees, you know what I'm saying, when you are being chased by something. He's
But like how tall? How
he's
round?
like-
Give me dimensions.
he's probably 4.25 feet tall, probably like 52, 53 inches. Looks like he's probably 7.5, 8 years old. A little portly, and again, by today's metric and standards, like this kid's not suffering from type 2 diabetes, but for Barovia, like this is a fat kid on the block.
He's
currently.
the largest kid we've seen so far.
Yeah. Pretty. He's definitely not string bean.
We could not 3 gnomes in a trench coat him under like, I put like the cloak over my shoulders and he's just like hanging on.
I mean, yeah, actually, you probably could. It's pretty smart, Hunter. I'm not gonna lie to you. That I hope that Thand is smart enough to pull that
I don't
together.
know if Than's smart enough to think that, but like, I think that would be fucking funny as hell. Just 3 gnomes. That's a forever joke. Just
Yeah.
3 gnomes in a trench. Yeah, just throw them under the coat and we're good.
Okay. Well, Ismark, you have a cloak, huh?
Hold up, I'll roll a fucking intelligence. Is that
I
smart
believe so.
enough?
Okay. Well, I guess before we get into all that, is there anything on the next floor you guys want to look at or do?
I'm getting
No.
pretty worried about time crunch, so
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we descend to the floor below that where there's not a whole lot to look at. Is there anything there that you guys want to do? Or at least in comparison to not a whole lot to look at. This one had like an arm wire and fucking a magic shrine and shit and a bathtub.
No.
you guys
Okay.
I'm
know
just
that
trying to
feeling,
get out of here.
You know that feeling when you've been asked the same question enough times, you're like, well, I know we're obviously missing the thing we need to see. But the answer is no.
Okay. All right. So, what are the preparations that you take before descending down the steps?
I got a 19 for intelligence roll, so
Oh,
you
shit.
deem if Thand would be.
Well, he would be, but he's not there.
Oh.
That's the thing. I mean,
I-
if they bring him down uncloaked, like
We-
while this ritual is still happening, like of course.
We definitely have to send somebody down to peek and make sure that they're still occupied before we prance down. That would be a good time for us to kind of let Elion and Than know what we did.
So what you're saying is you need a distraction.
In a roundabout way, yeah. I think, do we call it here, lady and gentlemen? And I'll give you guys the week to think of what your distraction would be, or do we want to play it out now?
I'm gonna call it. We can think on it.
I'm okay
Yeah,
with
that's a
waiting.
good little cliffhanger point.
Okay. All right.
'Cause we don't like shit may pop off here very soon, so it'll be exciting to see when that happens.
Yeah, I didn't want to get into something that we couldn't finish. We're a little under our 2-hour-ish mark, but not by much. So, okay. All right, well then, yeah, we'll call it here. You guys can think on what your distractions and stuff will be, and then we'll go from there. And then that'll be a good end of relatively intense session, if I say so myself.
Okay. Now, did we miss something up there, and that's why you were repeatedly asking us? Because how many times can I roll perception?
No. Like, so basically, like, I'm just trying to kind of move it along so we don't get
Okay.
stuck. You know what